moved to Hawaii for baseball in school, but this is what actually happened.
See over here in a movie.
I'm making this video for a few reasons, you know, to look back on, but also tell my story. Basically, here's how it went down. So much went into getting here in this whole process throughout my baseball career, so I'm dropping a video next week on the truth about college athletics. My first semester at HBU, I didn't make videos whatsoever. I just saved videos to my Snapchat memories, like most people my age, I guess.
Hawaii. Oh my god.
When I got the opportunity to play at HBU, I was just super excited to play baseball in Hawaii, have a fresh start. Sometimes it felt too good to be true, I can't lie. If you didn't know, HBU is a Division II school, and before I came from a Division I school, so I was kind of expecting the hours to be like cut down a little bit. I knew baseball was gonna be a full-time job. I never complained though, I was just super grateful to be in Hawaii all the time. I mean, you would look around and see mountains. That's stuff you don't get in Michigan. You look around and you'll see. I didn't take a visit. As you know, Hawaii's super expensive. Kind of just committed off Google and sent it like a lot of people on my team did. My first reaction when I showed up, I was in shock with how big of a city it was. I remember thinking it was like New York, but with like a tropical touch to it. Looking back on it, side quests started from day one when I showed up in Hawaii. I was initially told that I didn't need a car, I didn't need anything. I could catch rides with other teammates. I could get a moped if I really needed, I would be fine. With that, I didn't stress anything. I was plotting the whole time in the back of my mind that I was gonna get a moped. When I showed up, it was with my family. They didn't want me, to move 5,000 miles away. They'd never been to Hawaii too, so it was just an experience for everybody. They had some very convincing arguments for me not to want to get a moped. After, spending some time there, I realized that some people on my team been in some pretty bad accidents, like Daniel Johnson, if you're watching this. It would have never been possible without a car. After my family helped me move in and got situated, I was ready to go.
Oh, you did pretty good, gang. Huh?
I remember the first day I had to go back to my room to just process this whole situation, that I'm really in Hawaii. Just someone from Michigan who, had a dream to play baseball. My whole first semester, I juggled a lot of different things. Like all my teammates had practice, weights, meetings, classes, and then I wanted leverage to do other things, so I started Uber driving. Against my family's will, because they didn't want me to drive random strangers around, but I had this goal and I had this mission to go to the other islands, explore, have other things to do than just play baseball 24/7. Finding friends my whole first semester was pretty easy. Most of my off time was hanging out with the team, going out to eat, going to the beach, snorkeling, playing dive, vibing out.
What the Yo, what the
I like to think the majority of the people are, the active, outdoorsy, adventurous people. Those are people that I personally love to be around. Some of our weekdays and weekends, we're hiking. School at HPU, everybody just assumes easy. Well, academically, it's easier than, a University of Michigan or Michigan State. Hawaii has so much going on outside that it's a lot more distracting to me than a party environment. Let's go to the bar. I can turn that down. But to the beach, I don't know.
Look at this beach.
People from different cultures around the globe, other YouTubers in my class, and just the environment. You would look out the window at my school, you would see boats, palm trees, vibe that you want to be outside. People don't really live on campus. Well, one set of dorms now that people live in, freshman only dorms. And then there used to be a Hawaii Loa campus. People lived at those, but most people live off campus. With that, there was a lot of driving. I mean, at my first apartment, my school was 20 minutes away.
Got that.
Oh, sh! Yeah, my second apartment, my school was like 15-20 minutes away.
Just got my man's right.
And there's not just one campus at HBU, there's the waterfront campus.
Good times at HBU. Last time leaving waterfront. Things you learn here, you can't learn anywhere else. It's like not the same as it's in a traditional college experience. It's in a city, lots going on, tourist area. Bird's eye view, waterfront. It's my campus.
We should research ocean the first. You know what I mean? What's up? I'm skiing.
There was Hawaii Loa. There's Aloha Tower.
She wanted me to explore her now. Get a little toy.
The ocean is so clear.
Pioneer Plaza. There's a marine bio campus. In between classes, when I first got there in the first semester, I quickly found out that parking was a challenge to get by. I did research and I found out the cheapest parking. Ali'i Palace became like one of my spots. I loved it there. I don't know, I just got like Sweet Life and Zack and Cody vibes. I would just pull up to a hotel, walk down. Just a good vibe when I pulled up to class sometimes, at least when I went to the Pioneer campus. 75-cent parking per half hour. So if you end up going to HBU, Ali'i Palace for the Pioneer Plaza. Other than that, like when I was in Waikiki, I would park at the zoo. The zoo's the cheapest. For a while, I was parking at Royal Hawaiian, but their prices keep going up and some things happen there that, like, if you lose a card, it's $50. Like, some things are a nightmare. So yeah, just park at the zoo. The school though, I personally thought it was a great school. I know a lot of my friends thought it was a great school. At a lot of schools there is a culture shock. Some of my classes at HBU, I was like the only person to be from the US. But I think even though people associate Hawaii or Oahu with being slow, laid back pace, it actually prepped me for so much more than I could imagine at the time. I mean, looking back on it, a full day of mine would consistently look like being at the gym to work out with my team at say 4:45 a.m. I had like a mental block that I needed to do these certain workouts at these certain days after my team workouts to maintain longevity and strength from my knees over toes workouts. If you know who that is, he has a crazy story himself. Just say I had, that 5 a.m. lift. I would get out around 6, stay till around 6:30. It depended on what semester it was, but either I went to class or I would go to the beach. I didn't want to take any days for granted. I always went to the beach if I had time. At my first apartment, it was a 5-minute drive. At my second apartment, it was a 20-minute drive to weights. Like I said, 15 or 20-minute drive to class. Then I would have practice. Practice was around 4 hours.
I gotta take that out, huh?
After practice, maybe I'd catch a little sunset.
I wonder if you know.
Get some food with the fellas, or I'd hit Taco Bell. Usually I would end up going to Uber drive for a few hours, make some money. Had some crazy stories Uber driving that I'll get to in the Uber segment. I'd get back, eat some more, whatever, do some laundry, go to bed. But when I started content, that's a whole different story. Hair falling out, staying up all night, you'll see. Here's some long lost footage from a year ago when me and my roommate were leaving HPU, so you know it's our honest words.
The campus is pretty spread out, and if you're driving and you don't live on campus, it can be quite expensive to go to class every week, I will say that.
I learned more about the ocean than I ever would have. I learned more about Hawaiian culture than I ever would have. I became a person who is more adventurous than I ever was, and I learned so much about myself, as in what I want to do in the future and who I want to be.
Okay, Uber was wild. I was expecting some of these things to happen, some things I would never even think of, or they would sound made up if I told them. I can't even mention everything that happened in Uber on this video. So when I moved to Hawaii, I was instantly looking for a job. I was using the blessing I got with the car to try and start Ubering. I got hired in November. I was Ubering so much every day after practice. With that money, I started funding some of my experiences. I started island hopping a lot, kayak. I was basically trying to life max. People from all over the world, so many different perspectives, cool people, random friends who would want to hang out with me for that night. With that 99% being good, there's that 1% is what you think it is. There was times I had to drive for my life. There's times that I was so disgusted of what somebody just said to me that I didn't even know what to say. People threw up in my car. There were people that weren't supposed to be catching an Uber, trying to hop in my Uber.
I just came to the conclusion, anybody that gets picked up on a Tuesday night at 11 p.m. is sus. I had to pick up this dude, Enrique, right? And I'm waiting there, and then it says, cancel, and I still get paid. And I'm like, bet, I'm just gonna go to the next person. And I literally hit cancel, and I see him hauling down the street. And then I just wait there for a second. As he has the door open, you gotta book another trip, I gotta cancel it. And he goes, wow, why'd you cancel it? And he's like getting pissed. And then I'm just like, I couldn't find you. And he's literally sitting there for like 3 minutes with my door open, like, man, why'd you cancel it? Like shaking his head. And I'm like, oh no, this dude's gonna do some. And I took off with the door open.
He like freaked out and tried to just like jump in my car. I drove away. He was like half in my car, like spun around and hit the ground. And I looked back. He was good. He got up. But that could have ended up very bad. You gotta remember, if you're an Uber driver or an Uber passenger, you gotta put your safety first. I was not playing around. Some sketch bodies, I'm telling you. If I had to, I would only do Uber on one of the Hawaiian Islands, because I know it's such a confined area that the chances of something happening to you is like very slim, rather than Ubering in LA, Detroit. Do not give those people a hard time. It's kind of scary sometimes.
What, are you good? This is your house, right? Yeah, you're done. You've been here for like 5 minutes. You're good. See ya. Take care.
As you know, I had baseball school, meetings, weights, all those things throughout the day. You really didn't want to Uber right after practice because the traffic was horrible. I would wait till the nighttime because there's no traffic and the money's better. But with the nighttime comes some sketchiness. That's just something I had to deal with. So the brand you're watching this on now is what I created when I was in Hawaii. It actually did not start off as SideQuest Coop. I originally teamed up with this lady on Maui helping promote these health teas. I was making content for a good cause, but I wasn't enjoying it. I wanted to have fun with the process, not go shoot a bag of teas necessarily. Before I even changed the name, I got a GoPro for this hike I was gonna do. I did the hike, you can see the video right here. But I started my YouTube channel under the name Hawaiian Tropic Treasures.
Why are you not following Hawaiian Tropic Treasures? Do I look at the camera?
After some thinking of me realizing that I actually wanted to do YouTube, we were on a road trip in California. Me and my teammate Drew were in a hotel room in Orange County. I was just scheming on my computer and I came up with SideQuest Coop. I didn't know how to really make videos or anything. I didn't have great equipment. I just kept building. It sounds cliche, but every video I made, I just tried to improve one thing. So if it was the shooting, the footage, get a better camera angle, talk more. If it was post-production, maybe I would try to learn one new edit. All those things over time add up. If you look at my channel, if you go to my first video to now, you can see that they're just night and day. It's hard to find an identity. It's hard to find a niche. Knew I wanted to do something in the travel niche. I would say it started wide and then it slowly got to what it is now, which is independent travel journalism. I'm covering the truth of college athletics in my next video, but I have to say what went down at HPU, why I was brought to the island, and why I basically had to leave the island.
I will say one last time, it was real Oahu. Very real. I'm available. Dang.
You guys don't need to know all the info. It was just a deal I couldn't refuse, and I would be so sad at myself if I let it go. So I took the opportunity. When I showed up to HPU, I was supposed to be a pitcher and a hitter, which is not very common.
Pitch to Kavanaugh, he squares to bunt, pushes it down towards third base. That will do the job.
I'm a lefty though, so that's kind of the thing I did my whole life. I just came off a summer of being a two-way full-time. I also went to a pitching program. I also did other training to get me ready. When I first threw a bullpen at HPU, I was just everywhere. Like, it was not very good. And my coach was like, it looks like you don't even want to pitch for real. And I was like, no, I do. So yeah, I just started focusing on hitting and never pitched again. My first fall I started off slow, but I did well, and I even got a pro look. I was in contact with the Colorado Rockies for a little bit. I didn't even tell my coaches. I was talking to my parents, but they didn't think it was a good idea, which I agreed with at the time. If it was that important, like, they would talk to them, Maybe I should have, but I didn't. And it shakes out how it shakes out. By the end of my career, I didn't even want to play pro. Yes, at this time, first semester, me going to Hawaii, I was excited that things were working out. I had a long career of mess ups in college or having to watch and wait my turn, and it felt like it was finally my turn.
One of these lives, I'ma make these right with the wrongs I done. That's when you not with the
Second semester came around and I knew something was gonna be different because my coach was mentioning me going back to Michigan and not having fly balls and everything that I would in the snow that I would in Hawaii. So he wanted me to stay and I didn't. I went back for Christmas and I came back and I was good, like nothing left. But the reality is, you're gonna be a little less polished than somebody who was in Hawaii getting defense work the whole time while I was in Michigan hitting, that's it, and celebrating Christmas with my family. After my first year of a lot of spot starts and being put in some tricky situations, I had a good year. I actually did. They wanted me to come back.
Like, the role that you had, you like literally couldn't have done a better job. Sure, like the couple mistakes, mental mistakes that I think I got upset about, if you like take those away, like you hit like 330 off the bench, which is just incredibly hard to do. What's even more impressive and what I appreciate more about it is that like you're just a good teammate the entire year, regardless of what your role was. Looking back, like I would have wished I gave you a lot more opportunities just because of the amount of success that you had.
I ended up going into summer ball in Iowa to live with the host family that I love very much.
What is that? Hi guys, welcome back to SideQuest Coop.
I had probably the best summer of my career. My senior year for HPU, we happened to be like really good, and I was ready to be a part of that. But that's not really how it shook out. The whole fall went on and made the most of all my opportunities, but my arm wasn't really good. My senior year kind of took a dump. Really thought I was gonna hit for us. And then the next semester came along. My defense, like I said, wasn't as polished as it could have been. on top of my arm problem, so I knew I wasn't going to play defense. When you don't play defense, that can hurt you in the lineup. On top of it, I had some problems with, YouTube, it being a distraction and other things in that nature. My senior year just was not what I expected whatsoever. I had like one at bat. I had people tell me, oh, but you barely played. No. I went to every practice. I went to basically every single game. Every experience that every other player had, I had, just not running the bases a few more times or making a few more plays. I'm completely okay with that. I've had people tell me close to me, you're mentally weak. That's why it didn't work out. No. Especially the people that are saying that have never been college athletes. If you're talking from an amateur athletic viewpoint, everybody on a college roster was probably the best player on their amateur team or their high school team. All from different areas, so they could be the best player in a wide range. There's a lot of competition that goes on. There's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot more things that go into it than just being good. There's academics, there's relationships, there's things on the side. Shouldn't matter, but they do. There's so many things that go into it, so nobody can comment on your experience saying that they know. I quickly realized I didn't want to play pro. I'm just blessed I can say I played 5 years of college baseball, injury-free. I played at a Division I school, and I played in Hawaii. I lived with 3 different host families in Louisiana, New York, Iowa. I also lived in an amusement park because of baseball, Cedar Point, if you know that. In those experiences, nothing was easy. I lived in an attic in New York.
We got real life scammed right now.
2 attics in New York. One with 12 people, 1 bathroom, full of black mold. And the feeling that somebody was gonna slit my throat at night. Like, that's literally what was going through my mind. I had to brush my teeth in an industrial kitchen you see here. There were some nights we were sleeping in my car.
We slept in our cars last night, me and JD.
Through all that, finished as an all-star in the league, and I finished first team. But from the outside, that just looks like, oh, he played baseball in New York.
Summer ball roommate leaving me home
black
time.
mold in our room and in the bathroom.
I don't know, God's here to make me stronger. I told him that, but
The ocean is not something to play with in Hawaii. Over time, I got better at swimming. When I started to surf, that's when everything started to click. I was going way deeper in the water. I was going by myself most of the time. I literally just put 100% of my trust in a shark band and was like, I'm not dying.
Not knowing what is below is why I always wear this. And now,
I finally got over my fear of sharks.
Hopefully that is the case. That's what I did when people asked me how I got over my fear of going in the ocean deep alone. I had this vision to create this YouTube film. I was making this goal happen. You can view the surfing film here. I could have done a lot better, but it's still a decent film. Like everything else, you know there's levels to this. Even with all the practice, I had some really bad scares. Now I'm back in Michigan with no ocean. I need to be back in an ocean one day.
He actually made it to another hike.
Watch out for the wave.
Tight. There's nothing like Betty shakes. Hold on, let me get a moment. Just look at that view.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch shake? Are you kidding me?
Shut up.
Today, I am getting over my fear of heights by parasailing with this fool right here. It's his final days on Oahu, so we're celebrating him.
You should come visit me in Texas. Let's go to Six Flags, bro.
Oh, man. I'm looking down at this water like...
This water's crazy.
Diamond Head, our apartment. Highly Eva Joe's. So under over, we get a table. We're here at Highly Eve's. Pulled up early. I mean, you gotta see the sunset, but
Just be prepared to wait.
Yeah, just know you're gonna wait. Thank you, bro. What?
Yeah, the weather's kind of sick.
Content eats first. What do you think you're gonna do with the Wi-Fi?
If it feels anything like wake surfing, I think I'll be able to be okay.
My man's officially out.
Peace out, SQC. It's been real.
Max capacity bag. It was real. My man's last day and he wanted to hit up Waikiki, Lulu. Tell him what you want.
Why?
Okay, don't tell him what you
Need
want.
the Hawaii print Lulu, bro.
Yeah, the exotics. That's what he's stuck with. Waterfall. We're dissolving. This is Brennan's, just overlooking the city, you know, conquered it, he's finished it. Next stop, Alamo.
What time is the all you can eat first?
Oh, yeah. Pause. What? The time is now all you can eat wings. Round 1. Da-na-na. Round number 2 for Kaza. Look at his eyes, his tan line. Round 3. What is that once you finish that? 21 wings. Typical screen eater though.
Taking a picture of our last supper.
What? It's me, you, we making arrangements. This is literally a surfer's sin. Oh my.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. The end of being a college student. Can't lie, this might be our last time with the foamy. Hey, people hate on Yard House. That truffle cheeseburger, oh my. I can't believe I'm really leaving Hawaii. When I first committed to play baseball here, look at this Cocoa Head though. I was like 2 years, that's gonna be so long in Hawaii, like it's gonna feel like another lifetime when I come back to Michigan. And they were not wrong when they said time flies by. It's very sad, but hello? 3 days left until I leave Oahu, and this is like the only part of the island I haven't been to. Love Z-Rock. I low-key have to get to that lighthouse. POV, it's 1942 and you're going to your bunker. Sadly, this is my last surf session and my last full day on the island. Truly, I just want to thank everybody who showed me aloha, who welcomed me, who made me feel like this is my home. You know, I can never repay you guys. And the Hawaiian Islands will always have a special place in my heart. You know what we say? We're not sad it's over. We're glad it happened. Just like that, I'm taking off my fins. And I missed the opportunity to sell my bed on Facebook. Now I'm here, about to miss my flight. Spotless. It's like I was never here. New chapter. One 279-211. You'll always be remembered. It's like not even real that I'm leaving, actually. Dang, I just hit Waimanalo one last time, and we're officially on the way to drop off my car. Every day's not guaranteed, but I will be back. This is the one like you. I'm available. Turning in my car and special guest.
So the vlog, side quest vlog.
Yeah. I have boom, 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 boom. all these strapped to me and dripping sweat. Everything's falling everywhere. So I missed my flight 2 days in a row. Good. Had to visit my favorite place one last time. Tonto, Honolulu. The last piece of food. Pick me up. I'm on the street. Sketch badge achieved. Made it back to the airport. Day 3.
No. The pressure. That's why I came up. Oh, yeah. Huh? Insane views out here. Pure water slide. Let's see Makana and Jordan do this.
When I got back to Michigan, I was back with my family.
Today's one of the last days Mount Brain is open.
Oh my gosh, I felt like I was gonna pass away. I was in the beginning phases of my new finance job, but something unexpected happened a little bit down the road that I'll show in the film coming out soon that has my last 8 days in Michigan and the final days ever in my childhood home before it gets sold and I move away to start my new journey where I am now. The final thoughts of my time in Hawaii is, as you know, I can't show everything about this experience. I try to make it show my story, so if you're watching this and you're thinking about going to school at HPU, hopefully this helped influence your decision in either going here or not. I said it once before, but you know what we say, we're not sad it's over, we're glad it happened.
Well, I wanna be more than a friend to you. Nice to know you, let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend to you. It was like food for all of my senses. Our time priceless, no expenses. Like water to all them dry trenches. She had a theme song for her every entrance. We had a dinner and a movie. Fire up the doobie. Grade 5 with this girl, school closer to me. I call her babe, she call me Boogie. Her beauty, intelligence really moves me. Nice to know ya, let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend to ya. Nice to know ya, let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend to ya. This isn't my first running, but when our relationship well rounded, graduated with love certificates. Hey, she want a lover I'll be. Stimulated body and mentally. Hey, don't bust me straight up in a liar. Use up me surely if you want crier. My love is real, not like the other guys. Feel sorry for who signed up, cause me I win first prize. Nice to know ya, let's do it again.
If you made it this far, please hit that like and subscribe buttons, and hopefully in the near future add another person to my team so I can bring you guys real boots on the ground travel journalism.
Let's do it again. How we did it